What's good, y'all? Lord. Football is indeed back. We lose 24-3 against Cleveland, in which every year, man, we struggle not just against Cleveland, but in Cleveland in general. I think we haven't won there in like 3 or 4 years now. Um, they just match up well against us. Like they perfectly match up well against us. Obviously Joe Burrow was 14 for 31, 82 yards. He was awful today. And I mean, yeah, it rained all day, but I mean, the Browns had to play, through the rain, and we did as well. But it's just the only team we just can't beat. But gotta get credit where credit's due. Cleveland's defense was absolutely phenomenal. Cleveland's defense was phenomenal today, and just how they how they covered us. Nothing was easy. Everything was tough. I couldn't tell. I mean, first downs we had. I don't think we had really a lot of first downs. Um, we just weren't good. We just weren't good. And there's times in which that happens. Plus, the first game of the season, I'm not really going to stress out about that. But to have 142 total yards with six first downs. That's not good. I don't care if it's the first game of the season, the 10th game, the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. That should not happen. And that's what we had to deal with today. It's just awful. It's just we have 54 plays, 442 yards. The same amount of total yards, but we just couldn't do anything going. Last year we didn't start off well against Pittsburgh. We lost the first two games last year, and against Pittsburgh and Dallas. Now this year we're in the repeat process potentially because we have Baltimore next week, and Baltimore beat Houston pretty well. But let's just get into the post game recap. I'm not gonna keep you guys for too long. I'm not really happy. I'm tired. Plus, I'm just irritated. Um, I mean, the Browns gave us turnovers as well. Watson threw a pick. Their ran back forward fumble. We just couldn't do anything. We just couldn't get anything going. Obviously, they scored before the half as well. The little Deshaun Watson quarterback draw. And Cleveland's main thing was just run the ball. And Cleveland has one of the best running games in the league. Also, Nick Chubb plays a big part of that, but the O line is solid as well. But you know, I'm watching Red Zone now that Denzel Ward's talking like I'm just it's just Cleveland. It's just Cleveland, man. Uh it's just Cleveland. Just and the offense just looked bad all day. Um Obviously a lot of these guys didn't really play during preseason. And I think that's something that needs to change. Have at least 1 or 2 reps in preseason just to come to regular season some sort of ready. But that just wasn't the case. Um, we just looked flat. We just looked flat. We just looked flat. And listen, we'll see what happens next week. Just really frustrating. That's It's hard for me to really recap the game because a lot of stuff just didn't go well. They tried to run the ball. I think we should have run the ball a lot more. Um, Especially with how the passing game was going. I mean, we're still not a great running team in general, but we had sometimes some success to a degree. And but with us, it's just annoying, just annoying. It felt like every time we had the ball, we was going 3 and out. Like I couldn't really remember the six first downs. That's the thing. I think it was one time as well we punted the ball on like Cleveland's 38, 48, something like that. We punted the ball. And I kind of already knew what time it was. Just weren't ready. But like, so I don't understand because we know Burrow hasn't had like a full off season, whatever. But at the same time, it's just like how many times are we just gonna start the season off bad? I thought the defense played well. I thought the defense played very, very well. Just did they did all that they could. You know what I mean? And at some point, when your offense is on the field for about 3 plays, you're going to, get tired and give in eventually. That's what I felt happened at times. I mean, I thought Reader played well again. We had some pressure back there as well. Hendrickson was being a force all game. But at some point, the defense can only do so much. They tried. They was getting stops for the offense. The offense just couldn't do nothing. So it's only week 1, and obviously we will fix it up, get ready for next week against Baltimore. But we got to, we got to, we got to. It's a must. It's a must. But anyway, man, that's the game 24-3. Like I said, that's not really much else to talk about. If I'm missing anything, obviously we'll go over it. But we are on to Baltimore, man. We are on to Baltimore. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.